kittens. Finally got a chance to come visit you guys. Yay. Hi, happy girl. Clear spot for me. Hi, Lizzie. The happy mews. Happy pets. Don't go running to mama right away. She wakes up and she's like, it's milk time! Expecting a package, so I may leave at any moment. Got one of my security cams up so I can watch the front door. Hey, Mama, you are so beautiful. Lizzie is 8 weeks old today. Now that does not mean she's 2 months. She's got a few more days before that point. And based on the trend line on the weight graph, she has about 9 or 10 more days before she hits 2 pounds. And then eligible for her spay. Hi there. No comfort nursing during my private time with her. See, she's so squeaky. Here's your string toy, girl. You can play with that. Oh, here it is. No cougar visit this time, just because I may have to step out real quick. Gotcha. Ain't nothing for you there. Trust me. Trust me. You're the sweetest so-and-so around, aren't you, girl? Yeah, Lizzie had the treat puzzle tower yesterday, and when she figured out that the treats weren't in the top, she almost climbed inside of it. So she's too tiny for it. Quit sniffing her butt like that. Are you saying that mommy has a dirty butt? Oh. Not really. Turns out that the small access points are bigger than her head. So it looks like it's an adult only puzzle. But she did learn that she really likes freeze-dried chicken treats, just like Mama. Today's weigh-in. Are you gonna bite your mama's ear? Access denied. Lizzie is also starting to discover that she had springs in her legs. Yeah, her legs are getting longer. Hey, Mama. That's the same view from up there. Well, kinda. Facing the same direction. Cougar's not coming in because I may need to step out with short notice. I'm expecting a package today. I've been testing for the next the kitten cam, or next set of fosters. I'm going to have a multi-cam setup where everybody who's watching can pick their own view instead of me picking the view. So we'll have the main cam, then you can switch between this cam and any other cam. And I got the mini PCs coming today that'll be hosting those cams. And we'll try to also finally do the thing where you can see all 4 cams live at the same time and toggle between them. Have you seen the page with the Foster Dollhouse? It's like that, except for a little bit better designed, so it's using less bandwidth. Because that one you're viewing 4 HD streams, and the previews don't need to be HD. Cougar and them are still new at interacting, so I don't want to leave Cougar in here by himself. So one person could be viewing the front, this cam here, another person could be viewing that one, another person could be viewing that one, and switch back and forth, that sort of thing. The main cam, we'll try to make it a 4K stream, and everything else would be 8K or 1080p. Should have a unified chat. One chat, all cams. And this is on YouTube, so that's good. You were so happy. Now the 4K stream, you could view it also at 1080p. So you don't have to limit your bandwidth. Yuki, they are celebrating her turning 8 weeks old. It's a big milestone. 8 weeks is the age when they can, if they have made weight, they can be neutered and spayed. It's not every year. They won't even be here on their first year birthday. So they are more than welcome to say happy birthday. Isn't that right? Happy 8-week birthday! It's like two love-struck lovebirds, you know. It's like happy 34th day anniversary. We have been dating for 8,336 seconds. Now. It's okay, Yuki. Just explaining it. Yeah, with kittens, every week for the first 2 months are big milestones. They're fragile little creatures. You still got all your kitten fuzz. Did you guys... Oh, man. Oh, it's not dead. given. If they're that deep into it, no, they're probably counting the seconds and not just the millions. For Lizzie to be spayed with Purrfect Pals, she has to be 2 pounds. 2 pounds, 8 weeks, and healthy. She's at 8 weeks. She's healthy, so we're just waiting on the weight. And based on her trend, she'll make that in 9 or 10 days. Nope, butterfly's not dead. And if it was, I'd just change the batteries. It's a toy. My son must have turned it off last night. Yes, I know it's weighing day. I haven't weighed them in yet. What happened to the other butterfly in a jar? The glass was cracked, so I disposed of it. £2 or 907 grams. The weight chart now has a snip weight for her to pass in order to be spayed. And she already went up for her spay, but they found out she was pregnant, so plans were made in motion to bring her to me. Yes, Shelby and Lizzie will stay together here. Gotcha. Roll over, roll over. She has anti-capsizing features installed. Is it potty time? You gonna use your mama's box? Looks like you recently used your box to pee and did not cover it. At least she covers her poops. Yeah, I saw that she fell out of the tower while she was spinning around. I snipped it for Faith. It's no longer on the DVR, so you won't be able to go back and see it. Okay, let's do the weigh-in. 2 days ago, she weighed 678 grams, 23.92 ounces. She has to be 907 grams or 32 ounces to schedule her snip. She might have lost weight. Became the dreaded number. It kept toggling between 664 and 666, but it stayed at 664 more times than not. So she went down a little bit, lost 14 grams, which is what she gained before. She still has an upward average. She's going through a growth spurt right now, and she's playing more than she's eating, so this is not uncommon. She's sleeping, playing, and then eating. See? When she goes all out, she burns a lot of energy. So she lost half an ounce. And that puts her at about hitting 2 pounds at around 11 days from now, estimate. There's a UPS truck across the street, but not on track like I'm waiting for. Yeah, she doesn't need wet food. You know, it's like cats fluctuate. Hey there, baby. Facebook's On This Day feature showed me a foster kitten that I had 8 years ago. He was just turned 6 weeks old, and he weighed 10 ounces. And he was healthy. He's just itty. And she's itty. He was itty bitty. She's just itty. And that's even less than Diplomat. I think Diplomat was 15 ounces. Let's get an hour's worth of petting in real quick. Yeah. She's like, no. Quality over quantity. The red demon escapes. watching one of my security cams because I'm expecting a package today. Probably requires signature. That was it. No, it looked like a delivery truck, but I couldn't see if it was on track or not. And it just went on by. It's on her butt. Go get her butt. Too busy tackling her tail. Shelby's pretty awesome. I've had a lot of awesome mama cats recently. Question was asked if I'm hoping to have another mama cat to have babies here. I get what I get. Sometimes they're pregnant, sometimes they already had their babies. Okay, Lizzie's eye color is going to be gold, just like Mama's. Okay, let's charge the cam. Gotcha. Use those springs. Okay, I'll lower the difficulty a little bit. Literally lower it. It's under you. It's like the new Watts. The Shelby Watts. Good. But then he asked if I've ever had a hairless cat, aka a Sphinx. No, but I would love to foster a litter of Sphinx kittens, just to raise awareness for how cute they are. They're not ugly, even if they don't have any hair. Even if, if it means I have to keep the room like 80 degrees all the time and put sweaters on them and give them baths, the cloth and all that, and have to hug them. And it's under the fish. Get it. New kitty bed's behind me. Found your whisker. No, this is a different whisker. There you go. Put it back. That, my love, is called wind. Okay. Go. I still need to go over that slow motion footage that I took the other day. Shelby plays very nice. She doesn't use her claws or really her teeth. So whenever Lizzie squeaks up a storm, that's because she's being restrained. She doesn't like being restrained. So today is a good day to take more footage because it's nice and sunny out. I have to leave in a couple minutes. You interrupted the Lizzie. Come on. Oh, good, you can see her. Gotcha. Ooh, is it litter box time? Place your bets, number one, number two. If she does both on either before she exits the box, house wins. If you were paying attention or watching at the beginning of this visit, you can skew your odds, but that's no guarantee. Was number one. So skewing your odds would not have worked in your favor. Here's the springs. She loves this little orange shoestring, as you could tell. Mama's napping and not interacting with her. She'll entertain herself and she'll be walking around looking like she's trying to tie it off around things. It's unlikely that Lizzie will get playmates. The main concern that we had for adding playmates was so she can learn how to play nice. But Mama taught her that. So now it's, if we get kittens in that need to be separated from their mom, for example, 9 kittens out of a litter, or older orphans that can be viral tested, then it's possible. But not likely going to happen. Am I going to bring in Cougar later? I actually have to, I'm going to be leaving soon, most likely. I have my volunteer shift this evening, and then I'll be going out after that. So if it happens, it'll be around 10:30 my time on the clock. They're both under there now. And you can't tell me Lizzie doesn't ask for every little tackle that she gets. But she does. And while it may look like Mama's being really mean and tough with flopping around, jumping, and all that, she isn't. If you hear Lizzie squealing, it's because she's being restrained and she doesn't like being restrained. Yeah, I'll say you're right, Jeremy. About 9 times out of 10, she asks for it. She comes running up, jumps on her head, bat, 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 bat. And pretty much the only time I've actually seen her nip at her is when she's trying to nurse and Mama doesn't want her to. That's called weaning. That's also called normal. Okay, Mama, before I go, you want last minute play? Okay, how about you, Lizzie? Gotcha. Her eyes are all big. Got me. Hood ornament. All right. Enjoy the. Oh, careful, girl. Enjoy the kittens. Have a nice day. And I say kittens because Mama still acts like one.